Yo, 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 yo. What's up, what's up, what's up? Nah, 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 nah. Got another casty cast for you guys, and this time I got something a little bit different. I got Shin up in this biatch. So, I got Shin on the Zerg, and this is from 2021. So, this was March, I think, 2021. So Buell wasn't as good as he used to be, as he is now. But this was right before Shin, I think, went to military service. So I think right around this time he went to military service. So I got a Terran versus Zerg between these two. You got Buell on the Terran, got Shin on the Zerg corner spot. And I am excited to see this. I don't have many Shin replays. And he didn't play 1 vs 1 as much, but he was really, really good at it. So I still think he is top 3 of all time. I would say Gensei, Shin, and Brain are top 3 of all time. So gonna go with the command center. People gonna go with an extra command center early on. So not gonna go with any type of rush. And yeah, I'm excited to see this one. It's my favorite matchup. If you guys aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And doing this during halftime of the Bengals game. Looking pretty good, so hopefully we win. And then we got the Francis fight tonight. So I put another 50 bucks on that fight, so I got 250 on it. So I got my money on Francis. Let's see if Buell's gonna scout. Gonna go all the way in on his scout. And then Moreno, I took the other guy. I just think it was good odds. I think Moreno's gonna win, but I think the odds are pretty close, so I took the other guy. I forget his name, it starts with F. But I am excited for the Francis fight. Going to be watching that at my cousin's husband's place. I don't know if they call that a cousin-in-law, but excited and pumped. So gonna snipe that out really nicely. So good job there by Shin. And gonna send out some Zerglings. I'm guessing this was random versus random, but I can't be certain. So gonna rally his guys back here. Buell he's got his command center and going right into his gas. He's got the academy on the way. And Shin gonna get that scout off right here. Gonna know he's top right. Gonna see if he can see what he's up to. Gonna see that extra command center. Gosh, I am excited for this game, and also very excited. Might put some of these Zerglings, one here and then one here for later. Yeah, that's what he's gonna. I think so. Very, very smart of Shin. For later, save it for later. So we're going to hide that guy in the corner and then hide this guy in the corner. But what I was saying was I am super excited for the SCW tournament is kind of back on track. And Hydra's just played. So I think Scan's DQ'd. I think he's out of it. Or he not DQ'd, but he left. That Zergling was able to slip through there. Going to see that comset coming down. Hopefully I can do those games live. I'm super pumped about those games. So, super, super pumped. Hopefully I can do them live. So, maybe RJB, maybe we can do a cast together. Maybe do a cast, just a random cast together just to see how it goes. See if, and then cast together. So, I don't know. Let me know, RGB. But, so it looks like Buell is going to start moving out here. Let's see how close. Getting range. I wonder if he has stim. I'm not sure if he got stim upgraded yet. He might be getting range first. And Shin put his hatchery a little bit further back. So, I'm not sure. So usually players put it up here. Maybe that's because he knows it. Maybe because this matchup was picked. I'm not sure. Gonna get the scan off. Gonna see the hive is on the way. So super fast hive for Shin. And he's probably got, yeah, lurker. So extremely, extremely fast. He's gonna probably go Lurker Defiler. So that's what I like it. I like that. So we'll see how fast his Defiler gets out. He's got 3 Hydras chilling here. This is what I'm saying. Shin so darn good. So let's see what we got for Buell. Double starport. He's got the siege tank on the way. He's got siege on the way. He's getting that upgrade. And he's got some more units coming, and Shin is able to see all of these units right here. Might lose one of these guys. And he's got the Lurker, so not going to be able to. So Lurker's at 545. So not going to be able to do anything. Lost 1 medic there. And I like this strategy from Shin here. And he's going to probably get a Defiler mound right with this guy right here, this drone. He's got a sunken skin coming down here. Comes the frontal attack and sniping out a Lurker. Was that 2 Lurkers maybe? Was able to take out 1 Lurker at least. Got these guys burrowed up. Let's see how many scans he has left. He's got 1 scan. He's got a dropship on the way. And this tank is going to go. I think he's trying to put the tank over here. These guys kind of got stuck. But let's see if that. There's your Defiler mount. He's got the Spire. Yeah, I really like this build from Shin. So super fast Defiler mound with Lurkers. Not going to be able to get any shots off on that. So not sure why he moved that back. There's your turrets. Usually you want to get a turret around here. But here's your dropship. Another 3 Marines. I think he's got these guys accidentally rallied here, or he's got putting these guys here for mutas. So sieging up this tank. Let's see what the vision is for Buell. Gonna start hitting that sunken right here. And Buell has a super strong TvZ. It's even better now. Gonna drop these guys on the hill so he gets that vision. Look at that beautiful Gosu-ness right there. But sending over the Lurkers. Gonna get a scan off, stimming these guys. And gonna get some shots off. Might kill this guy right there. Gonna kill 1 Lurker. So good job there. This guy's doing some work. And killed 2 Lurkers right there. So using the high ground to his advantage. And it is working out. Here comes a stim and attack. But there's Lurkers right here. And let's look at the base of Shin. He's got 4 macro hatcheries. He's getting his gas pretty good. Playing at 430 APM. He's just such a fast player. I love seeing him play in 2s and 3s. Just insane. I try to save some of the replays of his because I don't have many of them. So this is, here's your Scourges and Irradiate coming down on this guy right here. Gonna kill that guy. And gonna bring the vessel a little bit closer so he could snipe out these Lurkers. This guy died from the Irradiate. There's your Defiler at 820, so it's almost as fast as Guardian's. Gonna put the Swarm up, move these guys a little bit closer, and now there's nothing that Buell can do here other than Irradiate these guys. So this guy's gonna come in though, it looks like, and Irradiate the Defiler. And I'm guessing that upgrade's done. Yeah, upgrade and attack is done. Sending out 2 Scourges and gonna snipe out the vessel. So he might move these guys a little bit closer. And so the supply is 114 to 60, just about 60. And now a scan coming down. Gonna see the Defilers. Not too many sunkens here. And Shin just doing a really good job with his units and everything. So getting Scourges, got the Defiler buying himself time. Gonna probably start building 2 more hatcheries. He's actually got 5 macro hatcheries. So he's got 1 right here. He's getting Greater Spire on the way. And another scan coming down. I think he's trying to scan so he can see those Defilers so he can irradiate these guys. See if maybe he tries to burrow, but gonna take out one of those vessels. But not before both of these guys get irradiated. So Shin, look at him spend his money at 69 supply. And a couple Marines over here. I think just in case there's some mutas. And gonna start building some turrets, I'm guessing, on the sides. So we are 10 minutes in this game. Let me know in the comments who you guys think is gonna win the SCW tournament. And do you think? I think that I think everybody has a really good chance. So Hydra didn't do so good against Rabbit and Buell during the season, so we'll see how he does against them in the tournament. And we'll see if Rabbit and Buell play each other first. Coming in here, going for the attack. See if he's got 1-1. Nope. He's going to go for straight for the attack. Nice swarm coming down. Going to eat up these Marines with the Zerglings. Ooh, I think they died, actually. They do die to splash damage, though. So, slowly working in here, your Defiler right there. And going to take out a lot of these Marines right here. Trying to get these guys in here. And going to run over to the right side. And these guys are not doing good, but he's sniping out a lot of these lurkers. And actually doing a pretty good job here. Going to try to take out that spore colony. Zerglings are going to spawn. He's getting in a little bit closer. And this is the one thing that I saw Buell did this to Hydra, is he gets in here and then he just goes around the swarm. So, and gonna have to put up another swarm ASAP to keep these guys alive. And there's that swarm. And a nice Defiler, or a Radiate on the Defiler right there. Not going after the minerals. And look at this, he put a Overlord over the drones right there. Absolutely go Sue right there. You don't see that. Look at that. So you can't click that drone, or it's extremely hard. So take notes, some people out there. You never really see that. That's just absolutely go Sue. So nice job there. And let's look at the base of, look at this base of Buell. He's massive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got 9, and he's got 5 starports, which is huge. He's trying to push in here. He's got 1-1 upgrades. Working his way in here. A lot of Defilers spawn. Look at all these Defilers. And then he's going to burrow these guys up. And I always say that they just burrow up the Defilers. And here comes a little minor attack. Got some Firebats in here to try to take out the Lurkers. But they can only do so much damage before they get spiked. I'm guessing he's making all vessels. He's got a battle cruisers on the way. 3 battle cruisers. Let's go. This is a fun game. 1-1 upgrade. Let's see if the upgrades are there for Shin. He's got 1 upgrade on his carapace. Getting a macro hatchery right there. Gonna get maybe 3 spore colonies right here. And he's just really buying himself a lot of time. Slowly getting his mass up at 97 supply. And just trying to buy himself as much time. Get a little bit bigger. But Buell at the same time is getting massive. So he's got the contain in. Here comes your Radiate. But also you got the Scourgies trying to take out the vessels. And some more Scourgies going to come in here and going to get a Defiler. But there's just, these are all Defilers. 6 Defilers just chilling there. So he's going to be able to keep putting up this swarm. Here comes another swarm. And continue to buy himself time. Here's another macro hatchery. And one thing Buell hasn't done is gone after the minerals of Shin. And here's your BCs. 3 BCs right here. Gonna take out an Overlord. Does have Overlord speed. Let's see if he's got any upgrades. No upgrades on the air. And gonna probably use the red stuff on these guys. That's what he's gonna use with this Defiler right here. Here comes the red stuff. He's waiting for it. Get the right timing. Bam. So, and then just needs to irradiate these guys in here if he can. Sometimes you can just put an Overlords in over here and it's almost impossible to click these guys. So that's another little trick. The Overlord is gone over the minerals. I'm gonna be able to take out these battle cruisers pretty easily. Here's 4 Valkyries over here. Might use these to take out some Overlords. Lifted up his barracks, and we got 5 vessels on the way, and then we got dropships after that. So we're gonna go with a huge drop after that, which is a smart move. Maybe try to go for a huge drop back here, but it looks like Shin might be going for a drop right now. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Gonna get offensive. He's at 104 supply. He's got this swarm up here, just able to buy himself time all day. Some scans are coming down. And here, dropping over here. We saw Hydra do this in the games against Jose to take out the turrets. So, gonna be able to take out all these turrets with these guys over here. And he's probably gonna drop some units over here too as well. and a Goliath, a few tanks, some Volchies, and you got the Scourgies. Gonna be able to take out one of the vessels right there. And is this another massive drop? Nothing in here, so just a bunch of Overlords, but you might make that into a massive drop. I think I saw some Mutas just spawned. Go right into Guardians, so this doesn't look good for Shin, but he's been doing a really good job just surviving and getting bigger. But this is a drop, it looks like. Is there anything in here? Is there one Defiler in here or something? I don't see, nothing is in these. So maybe it's a fake out to make. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is maybe a fake out, and that's just gonna buy him some more time possibly, and then gonna send these Guardians over to the side. I don't really know what that was for exactly. Got the upgrade on the Acid Spore. Gonna start trying to take out some of these turrets on the side, but these Valkyries are just gonna absolutely feast on these Guardians, so he's gonna have to micro these back. Playing at 360 APM still, always keeps his APM at about 350 plus. And even as a Zerg player, here's your drop ship from Buell, and here's a Devourer right here. We'll see if this gets sniped out. Let's see if an Ultralisk Cavern is made. So getting another drop loaded up, a couple more Spore Colonies, and just gonna keep making sure this is there. Putting some tanks on the side, so I guess he could have went for the drop, and I think he would have been able to get it, but not gonna go for it. So gonna have to drop all these guys because the Valkyrie spotted out the drop right there, and just gonna keep leaving that swarm there and try to keep buying himself time. He's got almost 3,000 gas, so we'll see what Shin tries to do here. Look at the money for Buell. He's maxed out. Been maxed out 12k and 5k, and just really trying to contain Shin here, and we'll see if he goes for a drop back here. It's kind of open. Here comes a swarm, gonna put the lurkers on the side right here, and these guys are gonna absolutely destroy all these tanks right here, so that will go down right there. Why is the volume so low? Let's get it up. Put some more tanks over here. Let's see what the upgrades are. 2-2, probably 3-3 on the way. This Guardian's going to go down. I don't see what Shin can really do here. He's at 144 supply, but he is surviving. Getting another Macro Hatchery just spawned right there, but he's slowly getting smaller and smaller as it relates to his choke point right here. So he's got so many Defilers, 7 Defilers right here, so he just keeps able to put that swarm up. Here comes your Vessel's gonna probably go right after the minerals maybe, or just irradiate all these guys. Should probably just burrow these guys, and he does burrow them, so smart move there by Shin. And he's going with Guardians and Devourers, and these guys are trying to run in, and he was able to get a few kills right there, but not really gonna get too many though on the drones. So looks like we got another possible drop, but this is going to be a lot of Guardians, and he's going to use all these Guardians to try to clean out the left side, the right side with his Devourers, and he's got the Scourges on the sides as well to try to snipe out the vessels and any Valkyries that come with. So battle cruisers right here, getting a couple command centers, might go for nukes, and slowly pushing in here. These Guardians should be finishing pretty soon. Yeah, just about. Here is your Devourer. Let's back it up a little bit. I'm going to take out that vessel. And here are your Valkyries. Couple battle cruisers. Let's see what the upgrades are. 2-2 on those battle cruisers. And now it looks like Shin is kind of pushing out on the left side here, but having trouble on this top side right here. This hill is huge. Got a couple battle cruisers. Let's see if there's some more battle cruisers. Buell can get rid of some of his SCVs. Here's a Macro Hatchery right here. Might want to use that and put a bunch of, get a Nidus Canal, and then get a bunch of maybe Zerglings or something like that, and send them in over there. So that would be epic, epic. But Shin is really just surviving here. Keeps that swarm up there all day, and nothing really you can do about it other than you can nuke it. And let's see if he's getting nukes. Getting more comsats, so he might use those to scan. Not completely sure, but we'll see. And Need to micro that one guy out of there. He's trying to. Here comes your Valkyries and the battle cruisers against the Devourers. They're able to destroy with the Valkyries, able to destroy the Devourers. And Buell is slowly getting closer and closer into Shin's base here. And 3-3 upgrades. Here's that Nidus Canal. Here's your Ultraless Cavern. Let's see, there's your Nidus Canal right there. That would be epicness if he can. Ooh, these guys are going to go down super, super fast, and he's going to lose a lot of his Overlord supply right now. So he's going to have to make all Overlords right now. I think that Buell needs to get a nuke. Just nuke this and end that up here. But all the Overlords keep dying for Shin and getting him smaller and smaller. Using the red stuff here and there. Putting these lurkers on the side and able to take out those tanks. After using the red stuff, here comes a bunch of Valkyries. Going to go right after the Overlords. Going to have to pull these Overlords back to these spore colonies. Let's see if he puts anything in this Nidus Canal and goes for that counter attack. We'll see. Going to keep buying himself time. Put up another swarm right here. Use the red stuff on the Valkyries. And look at all of these lurkers right here. So, I mean, the supply is pretty big for Shin. He's at 154 supply. Looks like he's going to start sending these guys in the Nidus Canal. So, let's see. And here they are. They're going to start popping out here. Let's see if he brings a Defiler as well. He does bring a Defiler. This is some fun stuff. This is why I like Shin. Look at he's just spending his money insanely, playing at 380 APM. So just needs to survive this, and then if he can do this huge counterattack, maybe get some ultras as well. But here comes the BCs and a tank drop right here. So Buell is going to start moving a little bit closer in right here, and here's the counterattack. This is epic. Let's see, there's some tanks right here. So this is getting spotted out by Buell, and he's going to siege up. Ooh, those guys got blasted really quick. Going to siege up right here. Get these guys as close as he can to the tanks. Going to bring back. Did he pick up anything? No. These lurkers are going to get in here. Nice burrow right next to the tanks. And he's just going to go right after the minerals. And these guys are trying to get in, but they're not. And taking out all the Overlords of Shin. But I don't think he's going to be able to win this one. Now that Buell is slowly pushing in here, and these guys are going to go down. But there's nothing to scan this. He's got ultras in here. I think he needed more ultras in that attack. Nice little swarm right here. Going to be able to take out these tanks. BCs are 3 BCs up in here. And let's see if more 3 vessels on the way. Got 3 more BCs. Gonna be able to take out all of those BCs over there, but I'm gonna probably put some swarm right here. And now this might give a chance for Shin to start building up his base, which it looks like he is. He's getting 2 more macro hatcheries. Evolution chamber, looks like another macro hatchery right there. There is a tank right here. Might be able to kill this hatchery before it completely finishes. Here's another drop. And Buell play in this one like a boss. Going right in, going after the minerals. Able to get the right side. You got the burrow. Burrow. Going burrow 12 at a time. And this is not looking good for Shin right now. But you can see how good Shin is. Really able to buy himself a ton of time this game. But he's just completely surrounded. Got some. This is another drop. 3 vessels right here. And gonna take out one of these tanks. See if he takes out another one. Should be able to take out that tank. He's been irradiating the drones, which he continues to do. There's a nice little red stuff, but it's just not looking good for Shin. His money's getting lower and lower. He only has 54 drones. And Buell did kill some of his SCVs. He's at 48, so he must have just sniped out one side. So this is not looking good for Shin. And these guys got taken out by the vessels. I'm now just going to run right past this, I think. And sending over the vultures to snipe this out right here. Make sure that Nidus is gone. And has the complete surround sound on Shin right here. So here's some mutas that are going to spawn. But Buell is showing you that his TvZ is absolutely insanely good. And that's why, and it's gotten even better. So that's why I'm excited to see him play in the finals. So SCW finals. I don't think that Rabbit Zerg is going to really stand a chance against Buell's Terran, but we'll see. We will see. And I think this is going to be the GG. These tanks just keep creeping in closer and closer. And now you can't swarm everywhere. These Guardians are going to be able to take out some of these tanks, though. But there are a bunch of Goliaths here. Going to send these vultures back and go for the attack. But Shin is a stud. And I am definitely going to do more of his ones that I have. I think I got a series of Buell and Shin playing 5 games. So I want to do that series all together. And there's a Protoss versus Zerg. There's a couple TVPs. You get to see Shin's Zerg. You get to see Shin's Protoss. You get to see Shin's... I don't know if you get to see his Terran. I don't think he played Terran in that series, but we'll see. So I plan on doing that maybe next week. But this one looks like it's basically over. Shin is basically, I mean, Buell kind of busted through the front, and Buell's just going to keep putting more units on the side, more units over here. He's got the vessels, he's got the tank coming through. Laid some mines over here. So this was a really, really nice game. But going to just keep getting a little bit closer and closer. Here comes your Zerglings. It's not over yet, though. Gonna put these guys on all the way in the corner, I think. He's got these tanks on the hill, 3 tanks on the hill. He's got 2 BCs, a Valkyrie, a tank right there, tank right there. And the gas is just very, very low for Shin. Couple Scourges are going to spawn. And let's see what... And 5 battle cruisers, 6 battle cruisers are going to be on their way. Able to take out some of this over here. 2 battle cruisers right here. And a bunch of units. So we'll see if... A lot of scans just keep coming down. So I think he's scanning for those defilers. So wants to see where those defilers are at. Another scan. I mean, just keeps on scanning and scanning and scanning. And a couple BCs on the side. Might take out this hatchery right here. A couple shots. Yamato cannon at it. Ooh, Yamato cannon at the... Was that a defiler? That poor defiler. Nice job there by Buell. And here's all the BCs. You got the tanks. And I think that's the GG McGee sieging up. This is going to go down any second. Taking out a lot of the gas, but this was an absolutely fun game. And gonna Yamato cannon the main. And one person that I think he's going to, we'll see. But one player that goes for BCs like this is Scan. So Scan always goes for BCs in a TvZ. Sometimes Kokanee does too. There goes the main. Got the vessels coming in here. Going to irradiate, and Shin not even going to call the GG because he probably didn't know how good Buell is, but Buell is an absolute stud. So good game right there. Hope you guys liked it. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. Hope the Bengals win, and hope Francis wins. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good rest of the Saturday, and I will do a cast on tomorrow, so Sunday. So peace.